Welcome to Culture Unraveled. Harry Potter 20th Anniversary Return to Hogwarts takes us into a trip down memory lane into one of the most iconic of movies and literature series. The Harry Potter phenomenon continues to capture the imagination of millions even after 2 decades of its initial release. It is able to draw people from different generations into its magical world. The documentary brings together a lot of the cast and crew of all the 8 Harry Potter films to talk about their experience during the production. It is a combination of interviews, conversations, and clips from the movie franchise. Focusing on the 3 main characters of the movie, we see 2 interesting layers meshing together in the special. One is the journey Harry, Ron, and Hermione go through as characters in the movies. The other is the experience of the 3 actors, Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson go through in playing their respective roles in the movie. So their journey as their character resonates a lot with their own personal journeys. All 3 were kids when the movies first started, and they progressively grow into adulthood as the series went along. The struggles the character faced could be said to connect a lot with not just the 3 characters, but uniquely to each one of us. The progression of the movies can be seen as a metaphor, as a journey from childhood to adulthood. In the first 2 movies, we see the 3 of them are still very naive, exploring the wonder of Hogwarts and encountering some amount of danger, but well within the safety and security provided by those in charge. In the next 2, Prisoners of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire, we see them taking greater risks. They are no more naive children but teenagers who are forming an identity of their own and pushing towards a greater sense of adventure. We also see here that their relationship with each other is taking on greater degrees of complexity. Though their bonds of friendship are growing deeper, it is also marked with insecurity, jealousy, envy, and so on. These complexities are pushed a few steps further in Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince, where they are now face to face with the dark arts. Here we see a much greater sense of awareness and an acceptance of the profound depth of responsibility that is entrusted onto them. In the final 2 installments, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows 1 and 2, they are no more within the safety and security of Hogwarts, but literally out in the wild. They are pushed to take on the full force of the darkness with all its power. Their relationship with each other is also pushed to its limits. There is an internal emotional journey that has to be overcome, as well as the journey to defeat the forces of evil outside. Both weave together for their ultimate journey of victory. There is this profound line that Dumbledore tells Harry in the final movie, which beautifully encapsulates their journey throughout the series. He says that help would be always given in Hogwarts to those who deserve it. Throughout the series, from the first to the very last, we see the 3 of them receiving extraordinary help from beyond whenever they most needed it, whether it's through right information, spells, gifts, or people. Harry, Hermione, and Ron constantly risk their lives for a cause greater than themselves. They are fighting to preserve the love and dignity of everyone in the wizarding world. And because they relentlessly chase after such high ideals, they are always forces of benevolence that shrouds them in their pursuit of their call. It is highly symbolic of the nature of reality, that when one is willing to step out in courage to fight for truth and love, there will always be greater help that comes.